be playing through those later, but I think I'll do my little quick stupid paint review first because I want to review this as a story on its own, and then we'll look at the DLC on its own merits. Yes, because you know this is what we initially got before the DLC added to the story. So I want to look at what we have right now, and then we'll look at what we eventually got later. That makes sense. Don't tell me it doesn't make sense. And it turns out these credits are not drawing to a close because the music has just started to flare up and do other stuff. This sounds like more traditional, self-made Alan Wakey stuff. Fair enough. Yes, as for the 2 bits of DLC, I think we've got the writer and something else. Something that begins with st. There's a word that begins with st. I can't remember what it is. But the writer and st. But I think st comes before the writer. Hopefully, when I look for this stuff in the game menus, it will be helpful. It will let me know what's what. Yeah, all in all, a good PC launch, I'd say. Well, PC port. Because I'll cover this more in the review, but initially Alan Wake was to be for Xbox 360 and PC, but they then made it Xbox 360 only for some reason. I think because initially they had optimized the game badly enough that for it to work on PC you'd need a stupidly beastly machine, but a few years later they sort of got that sorted out and you don't need a stupidly beastly machine to run it anymore. The minimum requirements to run the game are very reasonable, and I'm running it on medium and it looked lovely, I dare say. I could probably run it on high, but since I was also recording it I didn't want to stress things. So, yeah. I think, and I'll need to check my facts because I might be confusing these with another company, but I believe that either one of their reasons for giving up on PC or one of their PR reasons, because for some reason they thought this would be a good idea, was to say, we don't want to go on the PC because piracy. You'll never make any money there because everyone's a dirty, evil pirate. And then, as I understand it, when Alan Wake was released for the PC, it made several $1 million in the first day, which part of me is annoyed that such ignorant people got such amounts of money, but another part of me is just like, yeah, fuck you, like hello, we pirates, we'll pay for quality. Don't just, you know, don't put us all down like that when you don't know the facts, son. Also, just to go off on a complete piracy tangent, just to put this out now, I don't actually pirate, so I'm not like a crazy pro-pirate person, don't beat up health, but interesting statistic. Pirates spend more money on their respective media than people who don't pirate. Music, games, films, people who rip stuff off and are killing the media actually put more personal pocket in per year to their media of choice than the good, honest people. So that's something to think about. Now the music is all forlorn and sad. And we're at that weird part of the credits again, when they're just not telling us what any of these things actually mean. CSS, Foley Team 2, blah blah blah. And now people are being thanked, again, we don't know why. Stephen King, well, we know why he was thanked. They ripped him off to high hell. Okay. But they were honest about it, so what can you do? Well, I presume they got his permission if they're thanking him. It's not a, hey, Stephen King, we've done all this without your knowledge, but thanks anyway. He probably knew. Marketing and PR. Justin Osmer. The music continues, and so do the credits. Ken Cateau. Peter Comley. Hehe, GTO. Just add an F there, and it'll be hilarious. And in my mind's eye, I'll already have Chansweez! Francesco Sansom. That's a name you want to have. Kevin Cook. Asako Kido. Munitaka Fuse. Fuse! There are many fuses in this game. Youngjin Park. Takeshi Inamoto. Japanese people have the absolute coolest names. I'm assuming they're Japanese because, you know, that's the Japanese game industry. That's Japanese do games more. So, if those are in fact not Japanese names and I have been unintentionally horrifically racist, I apologize. But I still think your names are very cool. Tillman Selescu. David Christiansen. Statskapel Hal. Burned Roof. Oh dear God. I wonder what became of Barry, Sarah, and Cynthia. Do you think did they stay in the well-lit room forever? But all the bulbs would have gone out. 3 of them needed replacing. Out of interest, who would we say is the hero of this story? Is it Alan Wake or is it Thomas Zane? Because it would appear that Alan Wake's entire life has been dictated by Thomas Zane, but then Thomas Zane's actions are also dictated by Alan Wake. Yes, it's one of those stories. It's like the Donnie Darko of gaming. But Thomas Zane came first. He was around before Alan was even born, so he probably is what caused Alan to become a writer in the first place. He shaped Alan's entire destiny. But then, just because someone started the fight first doesn't make them the protagonist. But then, Thomas Zane isn't your everyday, ordinary, grizzled, oh, I've been fighting the good fight for a long time, I've given up and I'm passing the buck. He didn't just pass the buck, he set everything in motion. Who is the protagonist of this story? Sorry. Suddenly ridiculously sleepy. It's getting warm. It's getting warm outside. Drama consultation. Was he there to chat to when all the cast started fighting with each other? Oh, we're getting to the special thanks to our families and friends for your spirit. To all additional character models whose names we can't remember. Whoopsie! For their contribution, their vague contribution to the project. And now these people, we're not even going to say why we're thanking them, we are just thanking the fuck out of them. These aren't even real people, we just typed random people out because we needed to fill some space. We don't know who Rod Fung is, we just made him up. The marketing and PR contributions, Chili Vodka. And now for these people who got to play the game before it was finished. Finally, a big thanks to all of you who's worked with us and helped us in the past. Without you, we wouldn't be here. But we can't remember all of your names. Ha 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 ha. Okay. The Poet and the Muse, Children of the Elder God, Coconut, Dreams, performed by Roy Orbison. Air kissing. Up jumped the devil in the big baboon. Shady Grove, the beaten side of town. Haunted, performed by Poe. How Can I Be Sure, performed by Anime Bell. Electrica Cadente. Black Knight. Backbone. Young Men Dead. War. Space Oddity. No, I don't remember. The Darkest Star. Licensed technology. Alan Wake uses Havoc physics just like every single game has done since physics existed. Every single game except Valve games, but then even the Source physics engine is based on the Havoc physics engine. Fucking Havoc. It's so ubiquitous. Oh, you're kidding me. You're crediting fictional characters now? Alan Wake's journey through the night will continue. You hear that, guys? Oh. And anyway, we're basically back. So, extras. Nope. Episodes? Nope. Well, I'll figure out where this DLC is found. Thank you all for watching the Alan Wake game. I hope you loved it. And I will see you later.